Hey folks, this is Holton and I'm in Lake Louisiana covering the hurricane as Hurricane Laura comes in, and we just went through the first outer band of the hurricane here. Pretty severe squall came across and actually flooded a bunch of streets. There's debris all over the streets already, and that was just the first the very first outer band. Just after noon is when that came through. So I'm just driving around looking at the preparations that have been made and everything like that, and I wanted to show you, give you a chance to see a little bit of what I'm seeing. So I'm broadcasting this on my phone with a GoPro camera, and I'm gonna grab the camera now and just turn it around and let you kind of drive along with me for a second and see what I'm seeing. Okay, so I'm driving right along. This is the port facility here, and of course everything's shut down and has been since yesterday. The water has not started to rise yet on Lake Charles. That's the water body you see right there in front of us. This is the mouth of the Sabine River. They're expecting that we will have up to 20 feet of storm surge. Now, can you imagine 20 feet above where we are right now? I mean, we are right on the water level, so that's I don't know, we're maybe 5 or 6 feet above the level of the lake at the moment. There's some beautiful houses along this road. I'll try to show you some of those. Old stately mansions that have obviously been here for a very long time, and it's the thing that I wonder about, aside from the storm surge, which again will be could be as high as the lights on these light posts in front of us. 20 feet high is as high as the wires going across up there. That's as high as the first story of these houses. But aside from that, look at all these old trees. Look at these trees here. These old trees have obviously been through hurricanes before, but they may never have been through one when they're as large as this one. Look at the preparations on this house right here. That's they put plexiglass over all the windows. There's some sort of corrugated, I don't know, plastic or something like that, which probably will work better than plywood even, and is much lighter as well. But look at these beautiful houses. Imagine by this time tomorrow 20 feet of water in this yard. Also look at these lake houses down here. Most of them are just boat houses, but they'll obviously be underwater before too long. We're already seeing standing water in the streets here. You can see that. Most people have already bugged out. They've already taken off and done whatever preparations they needed to do. This is one very well prepared house. It has shutters, like metal shutters, over all the windows there. Unfortunately, they won't keep water out, and if the storm surge comes up as high as they say, those shutters aren't going to do a whole lot of good except to maybe hold the water in. Now, I've been through a lot of these hurricanes. I was here 3 years ago for Hurricane Harvey, and before that, Hurricane Ike that hit Galveston so hard. And you know, every hurricane has like a signature. Every hurricane is unique. It's remembered for something. And so the people around here in southern Louisiana, they know how to handle hurricanes. They've been through a lot of hurricanes. They've been doing this their entire lives. But the question that's kind of on everybody's minds is like, you know, what's going to be different about this one? And I talked to one resident who said, I'm 52 years old and I've been through a lot of hurricanes, but this one has me scared. And he normally rides them out, but in this case, he's taking his family and he's evacuating. I've talked to several people like that just today. They say that this hurricane will move through here rather quickly, and that'll be a blessing, but it'll be a really hard punch when it does hit later on tonight. So here we are. I'm actually staying in that, I don't know if you can see that blue building, the blue skyscraper way over there is where I'm staying the night tonight. It's an office building, 22 stories tall, so I should be able to stay out of the storm surge as long as the winds don't take all the windows out of that building. I'll be. And I guess it remains to be seen how this thing is going to play out. And so that's what I was saying, is that we don't know yet what Hurricane Laura is going to be remembered for, but rest assured it'll be remembered for something. So the first responders, the police, are kind of staging around Lake Charles, around this area, in different places, ready to help people that need it. I asked one cop, you know, will there come a point where you just won't go out for any reason? And he said, no, not really. He said, when it gets to what they call like code red, which is like 45-mile-an-hour winds, once they hit 45-mile-an-hour winds, then they won't go out for, you know, robbery or property crime or, you know, things like that, an alarm going off or something like that, because they're not gonna put their men and their material at risk for something like that. But if it's a violent crime or something like that, they will still try to go out. And think about that, 100-mile-an-hour winds, and they're still willing to put their lives on the line and go out and risk it all to save people if they need it. So that's a big deal. I want to show you the building that I'm going to be holed up in here. You can see there, that big blue building is the city, I think it's a City Bank tower, 22-story tower. That ought to be good to keep me from getting wet anyway. There's a guy out here. It says we'll work for food. Boy, that's hardcore, man. That's hardcore, brother. You better get to safety.
Yeah, I'm trying. I gotta get something to eat.
Yeah, here, man. Let's see what. I don't have much, dude, but I'll give it what I got.
Alright. Appreciate it.
God bless you.
Alright, thanks.
The guy's homeless guy out there begging on the side of the road in a hurricane. That is hardcore, man. So I'm gonna be pulling in here to my parking garage now, and well, I'm gonna wait for these marshals to get done. The city marshals are staging their vehicles in this parking garage, and the law enforcement, local police and everything, because it's six stories tall. If the storm surge comes through downtown, down here, it's going to be devastating, absolutely devastating to this downtown area, which has already been hit hard economically by the COVID crisis. This is really unprecedented. I mean, it's like 2020 just won't stop. So pray for the people of southern Louisiana and pray for the people of East Texas, because this is going to be a big deal. This is going to be a big storm. So I'm Chuck Holton, and I'll be reporting throughout the day and getting as much footage as I can tonight from down here. So stay tuned. Talk to you later.